what you really don't want Mike Ross to have is Leafeon,
Oh yeah, I was about to say as well.
right? If you allow Mike Ross to have the Leafeon, it's goodbye, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. It's the end of the day. It's the end of the game, though. Like you don't even have to play. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to play. It's automatic.
Yeah, you're gonna be having the what do you call this one? The most unfortunate time of your life. You know what? You don't know when in an anime, the Gengar was actually called for a misfortune. I mean, if you watch that episode.
If this were a series, if they allow Mike to have Leafeon, this series would be called the series of unfortunate events. So, I'm just saying, bro. It's gonna be the first thing though. Mewtwo Y into the side of EVOS Onyx, and here we go, Rubik's and Mike Ross. They're looking at it, they let's see if they're gonna go here for the Leafeon.
Oh my god, I'm very quite.
Oh no, it's a arena. Okay. We're good. We're safe. Okay, they won a game. They want to play a game. that's what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to play a game. They don't want to automatically. You know what I'm saying? Like they want a game.
Tight match, we're in. It's literally anyone's game. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It is what it is, my guy. It is what it is. Blissey and Garchomp lock in for EVOS Onyx here. I love the synergy as well. They have been doing this over and over again, especially Alar, Dragon Claw, and the Dragon Rush composition. We've seen it multiple times, but here we go again. The trademark of Talon, Hoopa by Kai.
Alright!
And going, my guy.
Oh no. Oh, this is okay. So look, there's two Pokemon. There's two Pokemon that they cannot allow Talon to have, right? It's the Leafeon, and the Leafeon, and the Hoopa.
Oh, yeah.
giving Hoopa to Kai, man. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Oh.
It's over, bro. I'm sorry.
I know what you mean, bro. But here's the thing. It was Onyx. They have a great lineup here. Very well balanced.
They do.
Yeah, all of the roles are filled in. But the question is, what is the acting defender at the side of Talon? Yes, you might think, they don't need it. They have the hyperspace where they can just go back whenever they want to. And that Psyduck, Rubik's, would definitely buy a lot of time for their team. Use the tech, use whatever move you try to choose, because there's actually a hindrance as well. A quarter of a second, a millisecond, right?
Yeah, I mean, see, that's the thing, right? You don't want to be. This is what I like about the EVOS Onyx composition here, right? Like, at least the trio and Mewtwo Y will always be a distance away from their team. Unfortunately for Garchomp, Snorlax, and Blissey, they will most likely always going to get hit by Disable, coming from that of Psyduck. And that's going to be, the signal and the moment where and when Serena, Espeon, and Ceruledge would strike.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the strike here for Talon is actually powerful in terms of the firepower, because they have a Revenant Ren, number one. Number two, they have Psychic Solaire, additional setup. Or actually, that is going to be their main setup.
Yes.
Because there's none of them are actually defenders here. So they would have to rely on that Espeon. But here's the thing, Kai would play a huge role, because that Hoopa have to send back everyone as quick as they can for them to regen their HP. And at the same time, that will be the active defender already for the team. Everyone is a defender here.
And the thing that we have to consider as well is that Kai never misses.
Yeah,
I never miss. He never misses the. You'd think that Hoopa would Kai would miss. I don't think that would ever happen. And Reverend Ren into rings into hyperspace hole, I think would be a possibility of happening, just to ensure that Reverend Ren would survive. But speaking of which, though, the first KO of the match goes into the side of EVOS Onyx, as they were able to destroy, not destroy, but get the KO off of the the bounce suite. Not quite yet. It's not a destroy yet. I'm being overreactive.
We are
being overreactive on my part, but first KO, just a first KO. A little minor, just because it's still an early game.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, we are hyped up in this matchup, you know, because we have been highlighting this one for sure, and definitely this would seal up round number 1 at least into the upper bracket. So right now, total win for Talon to get the Swabbles and Altarius all the way to the bottom path. Same thing goes for top path, actually. EVOS Onyx managed to land more goals, actually, aside from Talon.
Oh, look at that though. Espion gonna be able to take down one. That is the goodbye into the side of EVOS Onyx. And look, and as we were saying here, like what we were saying, Kai was the only one up top buying some time, waiting for the teams to get in, and it didn't even matter that it was only Hoopa left up top. They were able to buy some time. They were able to put out the elevator, and everyone else was able to communicate and get up and punish, get down to the goodbye, and of course the Snorlax. And they're gonna be able to take on the Snorlax once again. And now they're invading the central area of EVOS Onyx.
Oh wow! Look at this, Talon making sure to get the resources. Dylan has to back away, and Storm is actually great. Sure hit of moves out here, JJ Kun.
Dude, Dylan didn't care if he's low on HP. He knew the Sync 1 was coming in, gonna be able to take down one into the side of the make the two. Man, the Blissey slowly but surely chopping on the chopping board the ingredients for a beautiful soup of malasada, my man. Talon is cooking at the moment. It's still the early game though, so we cannot dismiss EVOS Onyx. They still need to get their resources, and if they do, the Garchomp is going to be on a high noon, going to be a menace against that of Talon.
Oh yeah, and they got the Swabbles and Ataria once again, and they get a KO plus dunking some points out here. This is really huge for Talon here, JJ Kun.
Dude, Talon recognizes the problems of their composition. They knew for a fact that they do not have any defenders. Well, just Psyduck, but you know, they do not have any defenders. They do not have the usual stuff a composition has. So they have to cover those lapses, and they do it so well.
Oh yeah, they do it so well. I mean, take a look at that. There's no breathing room for EVOS Onyx, despite deploying multiple basic moves as they get the Regirock for additional defense to engage in this team fight.
Mewtwo Resort is going to be taken out by the Psyduck, as I mentioned. He cannot get away, but it's disabled. And Revenant Red is going to be popped up as well. It's going to be treated down to the center of EVOS Onyx. And maybe just 4. No, not quite yet, but at least they're going to be able to put them some points. Maybe the short first just go down bottom as well. Not quite enough, though, but it's still going to put them a lot of damage. There we go.
There we go. Regieleki up on top. And Talon, they do have hyperspace, so they can make everyone rotate as quick as they could. Yes, but the question is, can EVOS Onyx respond on time? They have to catch up in terms of XP. That's why they're trying to clear their forest as quick as they can. But Mike is already starting things off here.
Oh man, not only were they able to get in the Regi bottom, but now they have taken down the Regieleki as well for themselves. Jinky's trying to get away, but unfortunately, Sync 1 has synced them team into taking down the Snorlax, and not yet. They're not stopping here, but unfortunately for them, they have, you know, gotten there a little overextension, and EVOS Onyx was able to pull out the reverse Uno card against them, but Psychic Storm is going to pop up, and Kai rings them bound, making everyone jump into the portal and answering back against EVOS Onyx, because yes, you may have been able to take down 3 of us, but we're not going to stop here. We're not going to allow you to get that free, I forgot what I was going to say, but 3 hits against us. We're not going to allow that to happen, bro.
We're not gonna allow that to happen indeed. And look at that hyperspace hole portal to go back into the base, have a total reset, and prepare for the next major objective into the bottom lane. 15 seconds on the clock, and EVOS Onyx is nowhere to be found because they really do want to catch up in their XPs by getting the wilds.
It's a read, but at the same time, you know, as you can see, ALR here is getting free resources, which is actually very dangerous considering that it is a Garchomp currently now at level 12. And in terms of XP, Talent is definitely on the deficit here.
Oh yeah, because those fights that they tried to commit a while ago, all of them were not successful. It was smooth, but everything did not go according to plan. And right now, Rubix is pinched all the way to the middle.
Oh yes, but full power Sai is not going to be enough to have them survive as the Snorlax uses power power nap as well to be able to take them out. Unfortunately for them, going to be able to be taken out, but still not quite a lot of damage as you would expect, as we are still going to be having to see, that Reggie Ilecki up top. But Mike, though, taking out Quintessence just to be able to get away, get a little bit of running speed as well. Bonus from the United move. And unfortunately, that could be enough, though, as Kane was able to be the reinforcement that these two Pokemon needed to take down Mike.
Okay, they're gonna be giving up to Regieleki actually here and force the team fight. Revenant Ren gonna be popping off here, JJ-kun.
Yes, sirree. I saw that as well. Yes, sirree. The moment that you saw that, we both saw it. And, Jake is going to be taken out as well. As I mentioned, Talon's not going to allow EVOS Onyx to pull out a lot of damages. It's not going to be a free real essay. There we go. I finally remember what I was going to say. Free real essay is not going to be a part of the equation here as Talon answers back with 4 KOs of their own against EVOS Onyx. But then again, there goes the handshake as well, as EVOS Onyx was able to take away the Reggie Ilecki up top. But there is Mike just defending the secondary score goal up top.
And yes, 14-point lead only for Talon PH. Talon Esports really wants to get the upper hand as quick as they can, but you have to be very careful with that Garchomp already at level 14. But there is actually an answer back by the Cyrilage that Talon has on their pocket. But trying to tell you, it's not just the Garchomp here. Once that Snorlax gets the heavy slam working, plus the Yawn, definitely triple trample, infinite sideburn, would definitely be a follow-up here.
I am looking over at Talon's composition. I mean, they are a pretty balanced composition, but we have to consider as well that EVOS Onyx is the safer composition now that I see it, with this kind of levels. The win con here, I would say, and tell me if you disagree, is that Talon needs to be able to pick off at least one Pokemon into the side of EVOS Onyx. It cannot be the Dodrio. It could only be, the Snorlax and the Blissey. And if they do take them out, they can, essentially win over EVOS Onyx. But as long as those Pokemon are out, they're going to have a hard time, poking down into EVOS Onyx.
I totally agree with you, because they need to prioritize that Blissey, but look who's gonna be going up here right now!
I think Solaire into Bliss Sisters, but unfortunately not gonna be enough as they are almost low on health. Kane, 1 HP left here. Jenkins was isolated as well. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. They need to take them out one by one because they don't have the defender, they don't have anyone to tank down the damage, and everyone into the side of EVOS Onyx is very bulky as well. And they were able to do it successfully, and now Sam secured the Rayquaza. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Talon.
This just saw Kai. He was able to zone out 4 members from EVOS Onyx after going into the Rings Unbound form, because he can actually act as defender with enhanced HP, enhanced movesets, definitely could push a lot of your opponents back into their pace. And that was Kai doing the works of wonders, making sure there's one member who's gonna get pinched down on his teammates.
See, that's the thing, right? It's Unbound form Hoopa actually does have the highest HP in the game before items. If I'm not mistaken, that's 1500 HP, if I'm not mistaken. But nonetheless, it has the highest HP in the game, and as you have mentioned, having that highest HP pool definitely will make that Unbound form Hoopa be a defender.
For sure, but right now, EVOS Onyx trying their best to score a couple of goals here. But not gonna be good enough! Psychic Solaire plus Revenant Ren being able to do the defense for 46 points was gone in the bank here.
Out too.
Not gonna be enough here, JJ-kun. Talon gets game number 1. No defenders, just the Hoopa execution, and it's all about their story right now.
Man, it's
You called it. You called it.
That is a statement from Talon, bro. I mean, our hearts is on Talon, but that wasn't what we were expecting. I'm pretty sure that wasn't what you were expecting as well. How they were able to win a landslide against that of EVOS Onyx, but EVOS Onyx though definitely huge pressure, especially with their composition as I mentioned. They are pretty hard in terms of like how they're gonna be taken out and how the damage their damage output is pretty hard as well against that of Talon. But then again, as I mentioned, Talon has recognized their composition, recognized that okay, hey, like it is going to be Talon into the left side right now, and sorry, in the violet side, purple side, and now into the orange side it is going to be EVOS Onyx. Although we're gonna be fixing the names down below in just a bit. We do recognize that it is both Alter Ego, but we're going to be having it change in just a bit. There you have it, removing it for just a bit. We all know that Talon is on the violet side, the purple side, and EVOS Onyx is on the right side.
Oh yeah, and guys, by the way, make sure to shoot it. Oh, wait a minute.
They respect ban, not Hoopa, but Serledge.
I mean, yeah, I do get it. Like, the Revenant Road was actually very efficient. It could, slice up into their lineup, right?
That's the thing, right? Was it really the biggest threat?
Actually not, no.
Right?
Because here's the thing. The reason why that Serledge was a threat, because it could just go back into the base, regain the HP that they need.
Yes!
Do the moveset, right? And that's the Hoopa. It's not the Serledge. It's not the same functionality when you don't have the Hoopa on your pocket.
Yeah, Serledge is a really strong Pokemon. We do not doubt that. But in that composition, in that gameplay, in that game, on game number 1, Serledge, I can confidently say, wasn't really the biggest threat of EVOS. Dude, it was Kai. It was Kai, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely. And right now, Hoopa, by the way, is still open. No one has picked it. Kai trying to do the last minute thinking of a strategy here. Is it worth it to go for the Hoopa once again? So far, we are 3/3 on their previous lineup here. But on the other hand, here, EVOS Onyx, they decided to go for the Mew. Actually, a little bit curious here because Mew is actually not... Mew was not before it was, if you know what I mean. It's not the same wherein you can just juggle around, do a lot of movesets, throw everything out. It's not how it works anymore, because of the nerfs that we've had.
Yes. Oh man, this is I'm quite interested into the change into Kai. I totally understand why they're changing up into the Umbreon, because definitely you don't want a Comfy to go into a Greninja, and going with a Greninja, obviously they have to revolve around their attacker, their carry in this game, that is Sync 1, and having the lowest HP. Definitely Kai here is going to have obviously not going to be running Snarl, but instead will go in for the Wish, allowing Sync 1 to be able to survive longer than it could. And at the same time, Mike with a Serena can just replenish his HP by itself, not really a problem. Dylan, though, Dylan and Rubik's has potion. Dylan is just going to be on a bit of a range against sort of a team fight. So Umbreon definitely look into Wish would be providing a lot of problems into the side of EVOS Onyx, but especially that they have a lot of Pokemon that is that requires to go in and flank them, like the Absol and the Garchomp, which really requires them to be on a certain position for them to be able to set up the Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw, eject button.
Yeah, totally agree. And I would like to add up as well, we have the Slick Spoon coming in from the Espeon, so I don't see any problems when it comes to SP attack penetration, as well as the Greninja that does have the cursed item. So definitely the healings would be reduced by the Blissey that it could give. And by the way, I do believe that we have already determined the results from the losers bracket, but we'll make sure to hold that one, And
yeah, we're gonna tell you the results later after this match. For now, let's focus into this game. It's still Alter Ego versus Alter Ego, but it is EVOS Onyx onto the orange side, that is the right side, and of course we have Talon into the left side, or the purple side, if you will say it like that. But then again, we're just gonna be fixing it in just a bit. There you go.
Oh yeah, just a bit. Right now, this is actually an equalized phasing here, and look at the Absol trying to climb up all the way into the top path, making sure that they get that early advantage here.
Yeah, Zuri and Kane here. really has a lot of like a mobile Pokemon into their arsenal, but then again, Kai with that of the Umbreon is definitely going to be a huge threat here because they definitely won't be able to use Night Slash or Pursuit. Definitely not Sucker Punch as well. The Psycho Cut maybe into Night Slash, but then again with Mean Look, it's going to have reduced or at least limited positioning going into the matches right now. But as you can see here, Mew at the moment is trying to get away, being able to see Sync 1, but are they going to be able to steal away the resources? Let's find out. Yes, they will with... Oh, wait, what happened? Yo,
Yo, what?
yo,
What happened?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hold up.
Yeah, 2 KOs. KO, rather, KO. Oh, 2 KOs. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. And it's actually a
Sorry, I got
great
taken
win.
aback by the
Yeah.
boost and basic attack.
Yeah, and actually great win by Talon, being able to secure the 8-minute mark of the game because that is where the middle
Yeah.
altar is and Swablu spawn. So definitely an additional resources for them to get a couple of XPs actually. And yeah, very present. Sync 1 already at Greninja.
Yes, Zuri early at level 7 as well. Espeon at level 7 just needs one more level to be able to get in their Unite move as well. There we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ultra Light pushing away EVOS Onyx up top, putting them a little bit of score here, and now going to have an overcap of just 12 points. Unfortunately, it's not a lot, but it's still an overcap nonetheless. And now it is only Rubik's holding down the fourth down bottom, waiting for the team to go down and punish EVOS Onyx.
Oh yeah, for sure. This would be a big punish on the next 15 seconds of the game. But Kai was able to deploy the Mean Look.
Ooh, my goodness. The Midnight Slash going to be able to pick off Kai, unfortunately for them. But at the very least, right, they were able to save up Sync 1 not being able to be taken out. And at the same time, you know, there is still Rubik's helping out as well to, you know, get this Reggie steal. And now we do see this arena as well up top soloing the Reggie Electi so that they will deny it against that of EVOS Onyx.
Oh yeah, double win in terms of major objectives. But might to tell you, that Garchomp is actually taking the resources at Talon's Forest.
Yeah.
So definitely that's a huge
Good
trade
fight.
as well. If that bite could actually scale down, but look at this damage coming in once again from Talon.
Gonna be 2 down now. You know, even if you get into Garchomp now, is it real? I mean, it is worth it, obviously, but the timing, though, it's a little bit too late for you to be able to catch up against your teammates and save them because now they are down and you're the only one left here. As you know, Mike is now, oh, never mind, actually got into the wall with a triple axle and gonna be taken out here by Dylan.
All right, this is big. Talon building up the lead again and again. But might to tell you, there's an absolute who's actually really up here. But it was Onyx, so this is actually the potential that we have to look could actually do the flip later on in the later stages of this match.
Oh yeah, and you know, having this huge XP lead, you know, the point lead, not really that much, only 70 points. You know, EVOS Onyx can catch up in just like what 1 point, but Talon though, having that XP lead is very huge.
Oh yeah, that's totally huge. And right now, 25 seconds on the clock for the major objective all the way to the bottom path. And we can definitely see that EVOS Onyx is trying to force out the fight here into the top path. They want to get that goal zone, tier 1 goal zone to be specific, into the top path. And they know someone is actually nearby.
Yeah, they recognize the fact that someone is marking them down. And look at this, Trophy is going to be popped up as, Glancing Light is going to be popped up as well into that. And here goes, Midnight Slash is going to be popped up as well. But Full Power Side Yai is going to be popped up as well. Unfortunately, the only one that's going to be taken out is going to be the Garchomp. Never mind, that is the Blizzard going to be taken out as well. There's going to be 3 left here into the side of EVOS Onyx. The question is, would they be able to punish them as well? Kai making sure that Sync 1 lives for another day, and they did, as they were able to get in the positional advantage of the Reggie Lucky as well, and now going down to get as well the Reggie bottom.
Oh yeah, we could definitely see the value already from the Greninja. Have the Curse Bangle on his held item, to
Mhm.
be specific, because as you can see, the efficiency of a Blissey, it's not effective anymore, and the regen of the HP from the Blastoise is actually struggling a lot. And therefore, whenever Sync 1 comes down into the fights, definitely it will be a tougher time for EVOS Onyx to deploy the damages that they need, because they're losing a lot of HP, and they
Mhm.
cannot recover HP on time.
Oh yeah, and here you have it though. Speaking of recovering, man, Evil's Onyx needs to recover here, not just their HP, but their footing as well. Going against that of Talon, we haven't had an inch of point difference. Still at 70 for the last minute, but Talon keeps on cooking.
Uh-huh. Look at that serve all the way into the backline. Psychic Solaire was able to pop up as well, but the Hydro Typhoon was also out. Midnight Splash to follow up for some damage, but that Blastoise would be taken down. Bliss Assistance all the way up there, but Liquid Outrage not going to be hitting someone. Yes, it does hit Mike at the very last second, but what is going to be the follow-up for your JJ Toon?
There's no follow-up, that's the thing.
They
There was
finish it
no
off.
follow-up. I mean, they could have followed up, but unfortunately for them, Talon was on a very great position that if they do follow up and help down, the Garchomp, they would have been just wiped.
Oh yeah, totally agree with you. And they want to play it out very safe, because that Regieleki, it's gonna spawn around C30, and definitely they would want to get it as quick as they could. So apply a minimal amount of pressure all the way into the top path, and for them to get a lot of space into the Rayquaza's pit, because that is what you want to happen, specifically when you're in the lead, number one, and number two, when the final stretch is about to begin. Put a lot of pressure into the opposing team, and when you get enough intel, go for the fight, go for the Rayquaza, and go get the objective away from your opponent.
And that's what you have been talking about. The Regieleki is now into the hands of Talon, putting up a little bit of pressure into the side of EVOS Onyx, pushing them into an option select whether to stop the Regieleki or allow the other team to just score in. And they did just allow the Regieleki in, but now they're going to have a bit of a problem going to the Rayquaza. Sure, they do have some Unite moves up, Midnight Sledge as well, but there are a lot of Pokemon here as well that can stop the mobility of EVOS Onyx. And look at this right now, Psychic Slayer is going to be popped up once again.
Wow.
Moonlight Path going to be 3 down to 7 EVOS Onyx. Talon right now is eating them for dinner. Whatever Shuriken though is going to be used, not going to be able to hit anyone at all, but they were able to follow it through. They're going to be able to take down the Mew as well. Only the Absol is up left for EVOS Onyx. Minute Slash K is going to be used here, but unfortunately the mean look was not enough, and the Absol was able to get away. But with that being said though, it didn't matter because Talon was able to secure away the Rayquaza, and now all they have to do is fear everything and run.
Oh my goodness, they just have to go into the goal zones right now. Talon still has a lot of Rayquaza's buff. They have to charge in as soon as they can to land those points, because comeback is still possible beside EVOS Onyx. 1 minute on the clock is all that's left, and Kai and Rubik still has the buff and the 100 points in the bag.
Well, not anymore. They cannot
anymore.
catch up into Talon. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
So, okay, let me do the score. It is 600. I don't know.
48. 648. There we go.
48 points. Talon secured game number 2. We have had three game 2s thus far in a row.
Oh yeah. And I'm quite looking forward to the next set of matches that we will be having later on. Specifically, that Alter Ego is trying to look forward into Talon. But not forget, EVOS Onyx still has a chance to bounce back even stronger. They're going to be playing with Onyx into the lower bracket. Onyx still eyeing on them to get their revenge story, because EVOS Onyx actually took them down during the group stage in day number 1, right?
Yes, sirree. And this is going to be a lot of revenge matches as well from their previous matches. But then again, Onyx, it's gonna be Onyx versus oh no. Yeah, I just realized too. It's Onyx and EVOS coming in from the same place, bro. They're coming from the same region, and it's going to be what do you call it? It's going to be a how do I say this? Like a team wipe. Is that right? They're gonna be taking out one of their own in their own region, unfortunately.
Yeah. It seems like they're gonna be doing a what do you call this one? Local qualifiers. There we go. But
Oh, yeah.
The stakes are much more higher. And for the record of everyone, Onyx Rise always takes down EVOS Onyx in their region. Could be the local qualifiers, WCS qualifiers. They always emerge victorious. And EVOS Onyx will try to delete that history because they actually did during the group stage, but this is a different stage. We are in the playoffs. No
Yes.
room for mistakes for both of them. But right now,
Especially for them,